This is one of the funniest episodes of The Simpsons. It begins when Mr. Burns watches a TV report about Frank Grimes, an orphan who faced hardships since childhood, but managed to educate himself and is now ready to work tirelessly. Inspired, Burns orders him to be hired as vice president, but the next day completely forgets about it and gives the position to a dog. Grimes himself is assigned to a lowly position in Homer's sector, where they meet for the first time. As soon as Grimes realizes that Homer is a safety inspector, lazy and not particularly competent, he is filled with outrage. Homer's laziness and carelessness are especially insulting to a man who achieved everything on his own. But Lenny and Carl just shrug and say it's better not to think about it. Soon, Grimes saves Homer's life when Homer nearly drinks sulfuric acid after throwing a beaker against the wall. Mr. Burns notices this and cuts Frank's salary. Furious, Grimes declares that from now on, he and Homer are sworn enemies. Trying to make peace, Homer invites him to a fancy dinner at his home with lobsters. The family dresses up, hoping to make a good impression, but everything goes wrong. Frank is horrified to see that lazy Homer lives in a beautiful house, has a car, a wonderful wife, talented kids, and a list of absurdly impressive achievements like flying into space and winning a Grammy. The next day, Homer decides to be more serious, puts on a shirt and tie, and tries to look professional. But Grimes isn't fooled. He decides to prove to everyone that Homer is stupid. He slips Homer a flyer for a design your own nuclear power plant contest meant only for children, and Homer takes the bait. On the day of the contest, other participants present complex projects, while Homer shows something ridiculous, a slightly modified version of the current plant with fins and racing stripes. Frank expects everyone to laugh at Homer, but it turns into a nightmare for him. Mr. Burns unexpectedly praises Homer's idea and declares him the winner. This completely breaks Grimes. He shouts that everyone is insane and has a complete mental breakdown. Grimes runs around the plant yelling, "I'm Homer Simpson," imitating all his habits, including messy eating and ignoring safety rules.
Sees a high-voltage cable and grabs it with his bare hands, shouting, "I'm Homer Simpson, nothing can hurt me," and is instantly electrocuted to death. At Grimes's funeral, Homer falls asleep right next to the coffin, mumbling in his sleep about Marge changing the TV channel. Everyone, including the priest, bursts out laughing. And so Frank Grimes is buried amid laughter, while Homer once again gets away with everything, never understanding why the new employee had a problem with him.